Okay, so if you've got a dog, or maybe you just live near one, there's a sound you know really, really well. The bark, right? It can be kind of annoying, sometimes it's nonstop, and a lot of the time we have no idea what it means. But what if we did? What if every single bark was actually a word, in a language that you could suddenly understand?
That's the big question we're going to dive into. Because I'm going to show you that every single bark, from that sharp little yap to that deep rumbling woof, it's not just random noise. It's actually a piece of a conversation your dog is desperately trying to have with you. And this is the absolute key, the most important thing to get. Your dog isn't just making sounds to interrupt your conference call. Nope, they are actively trying to tell you something. They're communicating. So how do we start to crack this code? Well, think of this first part as our official decoder ring. We're going to break down some of the most common words that are probably hiding in your dog's vocabulary. First up is the alert bark. Oh, you know this one. It's that chirp, nonstop sound the second the mailman pulls up or a squirrel dares to run across the yard. It's not necessarily aggressive. It's more like your dog is your own personal furry little alarm system, just shouting, hey, hey, pay attention, something is here. And then you've got the complete opposite, the pure, unfiltered joy of the excited bark. It's way higher pitched, it's super fast, and it almost always comes with a tail that's wagging so hard their whole body moves, maybe some happy little jumps. This is the sound of you grabbing the leash or finally walking in the door. It's just a little explosion of happiness. Now, this one has a totally different vibe. The territorial bark is much deeper, it's louder, and it sounds way more confident. This isn't just a heads up, this is a full-on declaration. Your dog is basically saying, hey, this is my turf, and I need you to be very aware of that. It's a clear warning. So just look at the difference here. By simply changing the pitch from high and happy to low and booming, the entire message transforms from a joyful, I'm so excited, to a very serious, this is my space. Just that one change in tone completely flips the meaning on its head. It's amazing, right? And of course, their vocabulary is way bigger than just these three. Dogs have barks for fear or anxiety, for frustration, like when a favorite ball rolls under the couch, and the classic attention-seeking bark. There are even barks for boredom, and that light, bouncy bark that just means, come on, let's play. But here's the thing. Just like with us, a single word almost never tells the whole story, does it? To really get what they're saying, you need context. We need something like a Rosetta Stone to unlock the full message. And here it is. It's actually pretty simple. There are three essential keys. First, like we just talked about, you listen to the tone. Is it high, low, fast, slow? Second, you have to watch the body language. Is that tail wagging like a helicopter? Or is it tucked between their legs? Are their ears perked up or pinned back? And third, you just look at the situation. I mean, what is actually happening right now? And it all boils down to this simple little formula. The sound of the bark, plus what their body is doing, plus the context of the situation. That gives you the real meaning. You really need all three pieces to solve the puzzle. Okay, so now we know how to listen. Great. But communication is a two-way street, right? So how do we respond? How do we turn this from them just barking at us into a real conversation? That's what we're going to get into now. Let's break it down into some simple do's and don'ts. What you want to do is address the cause of the bark, not just the sound itself. So if your dog is bored, play with them. If they seem scared, reassure them. And what you want to avoid, well, punishing every single bark just makes them confused and anxious. And whatever you do, don't give them a treat to quiet down an attention bark. You're literally just teaching them that barking works. And, when you start to respond this way, something really incredible starts to happen. It stops being about trying to fix a problem with your dog, and it starts being about building a much deeper, more meaningful connection. This right here is the biggest takeaway. Let this one sink in. The goal is not to have a totally silent dog. A silent dog isn't communicating anything. The real goal is to understand what they're trying to say, so you can have a better relationship with way less frustration for both of you. So I want you to think about that. That bark, the one you hear every single day, it isn't just some random, meaningless noise. It's a specific message. It's information intended for you or for whatever's going on in that moment. And when you start putting those pieces together, the sound, the body, the situation, you finally stop just hearing noise and you actually start speaking your dog's language. So, what do you think your dog is trying to tell you right now?